Hi, I am Hemanth Sharma. I am a platform evangelist at Adobe. Today I would like to show a small game or app that I created using ActionScript 3, and I've used Flash Professional CS5 and Flash Builder 4 to build this. The main purpose of this demo is to exhibit the capabilities of Adobe Flash Player running on different platforms and devices, so to say the screens. So let's just take a look at one of them here. I'm actually having a Mac machine running Mozilla Firefox, and I've installed Adobe Flash Player 10.1 on the browser as a plugin. So let me just open the content that I've hosted on a web server. So this is a Swift embedded in an HTML file. The HTML tells the Swift to expand itself to occupy the full browser window by giving 100% width and 100% height. So I have written ActionScript 3 and avoided the automatic scaling of the content and written my own scaling logic. So let me just go ahead and resize it. When I resize the window, you can notice that the main game UI is not getting disturbed much, but the other elements around the game is scaling down and up. So this makes it easier to concentrate on the game more. So this is the landscape version. As you can see, I just rescale the whole content to a portrait version, and the menu and logo and other controls appear on the top and bottom rather than being on left and right. So when I go back to the landscape mode, you can see things come out on left and right. So now it is shown on the top and bottom. So additionally, I can also resize it in such a way that I see a square UI, and I don't want any such elements to come around my game, and I just want to concentrate on the game. So since this is a desktop environment, I could use the up and down arrow keys of my keyboard and play the game. I could also use the button controls that I have given on the screen on the right bottom here, and click them using the mouse clicks and play the game. So this is Flash Player 10.1 running on Firefox. Let me show you another device. This is a Windows touch device running Windows 7. I have Internet Explorer running Flash Player as a plugin. So let me just go ahead and open the same content from the same server, and you see the content again occupies the full screen. So yeah, I could maximize it, or I could resize the window just like I showed you on Mac. So I'm going back to a square or a portrait version. So I go back to the landscape, the elements come on the left and right. Go back to portrait, the elements come on top and bottom. So since this device doesn't have a keyboard, I could play it using the touch controls given on the screen. So it's always a good idea to give a visual control if at all you're planning to use the same code for multiple screens and platforms. So that's about running it on Windows. I have another device here which is Google NexusOne. So I'll go ahead and run the same content from the same server. So you can notice that it has already loaded and occupied the full screen, and since the dimension of the screen is in portrait mode, it is occupying the full screen, and the menu is shown on top and bottom, and the game UI is in the center. So if I just rotate the device to show in a landscape mode, you can see things just go on left and right, and the main game UI is in the center. So there are a couple of ways to play this. Since it doesn't have a keyboard, I could use the touch controls on the screen, or I could use the accelerometer provided in the device. So as you see that I am tilting the device, and the gap in the center is moving up and down. So it's coming down now, I'm tilting it up, so it goes up. So this is another way to play. I've used a couple of accelerometer APIs to detect whether accelerometer is present on the platform that is running the content, and later on I'm using the accelerometer and playing the game. So that's about running it on 3 platforms. What it also means is that your game could successfully run on any platform, that is any platform or operating system that runs Flash Player 10.1. So I'm hoping to share the source code and write articles about this soon. Thanks a lot.